0.0% of transgender people that have done the surgery, that have transitioned, no one is reproducing. You cannot reproduce. You may have a fake penis, but you don't have real semen. You may have a fake vagina, but there's no womb. You cannot reproduce. You're killing yourself off. Your lineage dies. When you die, your illness and your whatever is going to die with you. You have no lineage to pass it on. So you have a community that that T, that letter, is killing off all the other letters. It's like, I wonder if anybody out there, maybe like the guys in this, like maybe the operative groups in the 50s and 60s of the CIA and the 70s that came up with AIDS. Does anybody remember this? AIDS? I know no one talks about it anymore, but they manufactured AIDS in a lab and then released it on the gay population, trying to kill off gay men in America. That's what the CIA did. Okay.
It's not a conspiracy.
Well, now it's funny because everybody, they're giving you hormonal drugs, everything else that you're going to die from. You're going to get cancer, you're going to die, and it's going to be horrible. It's a horrible life. It really is. You're in seclusion. It's hard to fit in. That's the definition of it. You're hard to fit in. You can't fit in. You're not in your body. You don't feel comfortable inside of yourself in society. That's what it's about.
As a transgender?
As a transgender. It's very sad. It's a sad existence. I feel horrible for anybody that goes through it. It's an illness. That's what it is.
Yeah, go on the illness part.
It's a mental illness. It's dysphoria. It's gender dysphoria, like anorexic or a bulimic, someone that looks in a mirror and sees themselves as 600 pounds. Meanwhile, they're 60 pounds with a rib show and their liver's poking out. And you're like, you're not, you can't congratulate them on the weight loss. You have to tell them you need a burger, okay? I know you hate the way you look. You think you're too fat, but your ribs are showing. Your liver is poking out. I'm talking to your lower intestine as we speak. It's a problem. This encouragement behind this mental illness, it's sad because they're killing themselves off and they're going down this path of surgeries with hormones and butchering themselves, and they're encouraging it on younger and younger people. No 12-year-old should have a hysterectomy. I'm against that. That's a problem in society. So to have one happen at Boston Hospital is a tragedy. To have multiple happen out in one in Portland, Oregon, and the other one out in LA, to have 3 hysterectomies on people under the age of 13 in the name of gender affirmation care is a tragedy. It is a sin. It is a crime, legally a crime. So all this stuff that's been floating around the news, everybody that's going back and forth between where should we stand, whether it's right, whether it's wrong. Here's where I stand. I support everybody to live their own stuff. I say the government should have no control over what we do in our daily lives whatsoever. Everyone should be yourself. Be what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. But when you see someone that's struggling, if you really want to be somebody in a moral situation, coming from a moral high ground, you need to help them. You don't need to affirm them. They're 2 different things, completely 2 different things. Affirming someone, believing into their mental psychosis, like schizophrenic. If a schizophrenic is having an episode that people are after him and he wants to kill people, you get that schizophrenic help. That's what you do. If someone tells you, "Hey, I'm a boy, but I think I'm a girl, and by the way, men can have babies, and I'm gonna go play softball now." It's like, well, hold on, hold the phone. Now, I get it. You want to have the surgery, you want to be in your own body. But to put it on children and go tell children, 8 years old, 9 years old, at these drag story hours that are happening in the city, in New York City, and there's a couple in Austin, Texas, and out in L.A., and there was one actually in Florida. There was one in Florida. I can't believe Ron DeSantis even let that happen, but there's a couple in Florida, drag story hours. It's wild. Grown men, grown women, whatever, cross-dressing in front of 8-year-olds. Why would you want to do that? Unless it's a sexual perversion. That's the only thing there. I'm against that. I'm against sexually perverting our kids. You can't have it.
Yo, it's actually so fucked up that they would perform hysterectomies on kids.
You looked it up, I'm telling you. Boston Children's Hospital.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's facts. You can look at all this stuff up. I encourage everybody to. Because this is happening right in front of our eyes and nobody wants to look at it. There's a movie that came out recently.
So you think even, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no, dude, yeah.
Even if the parents okayed it, it's still fucked up, correct?
And that's the thing.
That's the part that's fucked up.
In Canada, what they're trying to implement, if you're a parent and you have a psychologist agree that your child is non-binary and is suffering from gender dysphoria, if you don't affirm with them in Canada, they can take your child away from you.
Okay, so Boston Children's Hospital says in their mission statement about transgender reproductive health service, it says, we only perform gender-affirming hysterectomies on patients who are age 18 or older.
Dude, lie. Lie. They said that after. Pull up What is a Woman documentary. So the basis of the documentary is it's a gotcha question, okay? It's a I gotcha question. He asks everybody he meets, what is a woman? And the answers people give are astonishing. Okay. Now, by definition, what a woman is a X chromosome human being that has a female reproductive system, as in can nurture and give birth to a fetus. So she can develop a fetus.
Cervix, ovaries, uterus.
Cervix, ovaries, the whole nine. Develop a fetus and then give birth. That's a woman.
Breasts,
that's a female.
Different brain chemistry.
Than different males. Brain chemistry, body structure, hips different. I mean, just on alignment, men and women are genetically different. We have different DNA. That's what separates us. But that's what makes it so beautiful also. The things that a woman can do, us men cannot. And certain things a woman can't do, us men can. So the thing is, instead of hating each other for what you can and can't do, why don't you celebrate each other for what you can do and how we can help each other move forward in society? That's my point. That's my view of it. But the view of others is that we're just going to start fucking around and just not live in reality. We're going to live in a metaverse. In the metaverse. That's what we're going to do. We're not humans anymore. Now we're avatars. We're all characters in a game or in this, matrix. And that's what some people truly feel and believe. And they're pushing this agenda.
So do you think that other than the biological characteristics of men versus women?
Yeah.
That's the nature of the gender. What does nurture have any effect on gender?
Oh, I think 100%. I think nurture has a lot of effect. Nurture has a lot of effect on the development of a human being as a whole, no matter the gender. And that also conflicts. Is too much nurture, too little nurture? I mean, it's you can't. There's an old saying: you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. Unfortunately, some people are brought into this world into very horrible situations. They can't pick their family, and that's a nurture situation. And, it's what you do with your situation. Now, if you look at every successful person, they all have a mountain to climb. Everybody in life has some sort of mountain to climb, and the nourishment that you get in your childhood helps you climb these mountains. That's part of it. That's what this whole thing of life is about. It's not, no one wins this game. This game never stops. It's a series of problems every day that hopefully your nourishment was able to help you solve. You learn those tools of survival through the nurture of loved ones, family, friends, however it may be, mentors. But you need to learn these tools to move on forward in life. It seems to be that a lot of people that are currently in a body dysmorphia mode suffer from learning disabilities, mental health problems, which they openly admit. The numbers are very surprising. The thing that concerns me is that as a society, instead of helping these people, we're catering to their mental illness, a lot of them, and it's backfiring. These people are living very sad lives. Look what happened in Tennessee with this another transgender person shot up a school, a Catholic school with kids. It's a horrible thing. The thing that I relate to, because I know people from this situation, it's a horrible situation, but the Newtown shooting, in Newtown, Connecticut. Mm-hmm. The man, Adam Lanza, who shot up the school was autistic. He was on the spectrum, His mother taught him how to operate firearms to defend himself. What happened was he had a conflict with his mother, the nurture part of it. He could not emotionally, figure out this dispute he had with his mother, killed his mother. And in that killing, his mother was, from what I believe, a teacher, went to the elementary school and shot all those people and children. And he was not mentally developed properly. He had a learning disability. He was on the spectrum. And that's a situation of a nurture. He was born in a certain way. Why are you going to go and show someone who's not properly mentally developed how to operate and use assault rifles? I have no idea. That is on a nurture situation. This situation happened in Tennessee with these kids. This person, she was a girl, she's trying to be a boy. She was on hormones, very depressed. The warning signs were everywhere. She texted somebody, told them that she was going to do something really bad, and that she always respected this colleague, this classmate. This classmate called the police, told them what happened. The warning signs were everywhere. She had a manifesto. She planned this whole thing out, and her basis of it, I guess we can speculate, because no one was her, no one's in that person's mind, but what can you speculate? For me, the two speculations that I draw from both of them are that these are two not fully mentally developed people suffering from some sort of mental illness on top of it, a depression, an OCD situation, some sort of conflict that their frustrations, the inability to communicate, frustrations boil over, and it will lead them into a very dangerous path where it's strictly it's more of a power grab. I mean, these people are, in the moment, they feel that they're so hurt and so powerless. Now they have power. Now they have some sort of fame out of this. And it's a trend. It is a trend in society that is very scary. It's very eye-opening. This is the real woke. You got to be woke. You got to look around you, look up from your phone and the friends that always support you and continually, you got to get outside of your bubble and look around and say, man, as a whole society, maybe we're not doing well. Maybe some people are hurting. Maybe there's some suffering going on. But no, this whole affirming and continue to feed into people's delusions, I am against. I am against that. I think we need to live in a real reality where we have words that have meanings and definitions, and it's a common tongue, a common language where we can advance as a society. Because if we can't advance as a society, what are we doing? You got to be able to reproduce, have babies, and continue this great thing that we have called a country, called a humanity. Sean knows. Sean wants a Bud Light right now.
You want a Bud Light right
Boycott Bud Light.
Yeah.
Dylan Mulvaney, this is what I'm talking about. Boycott Bud Light. Burn Bud Light down. Dylan Mulvaney is a man. He has a penis. He doesn't even have tits.
Jack.
And fucking Bud Light
Jack.
goes and gives him tons of money. Nike gives him tons of money. And it's insulting to women. Why wouldn't they have Woman of the Year be an actual woman? They did this to them twice. They did it with Caitlyn Jenner, now Dylan Mulvaney. Where's a woman to be a man? Why are we only going after the women? It's men going after the women.
What's going on?
There's a name for that. It's called domestic violence, okay? You can't have it. You can't have a whole group of men going after women, especially in the media, and then get applauded and rewarded for it. Boycott Bud Light. Bud Light.
What are you talking about, Jack?
Bud Light found a transgender activist, Dylan Mulvaney, and he's a man who's celebrating his 365th day of womanhood by drinking a Bud Light in a pool, not even a pool, it's a bathtub. It's a bathtub. Have you seen this ad that he put out?
But he's a woman, right?
He's a man.
But
he's a man.
Is he dressed as a woman?
No, he claims he's a 6-year-old girl. That's what he feels. And he puts this on TikTok. These are the videos he puts out. He's a 6-year-old girl. But he's a man, full-grown man, has a beard in a lot of the videos. It's very wild. And Bud Light decides to give him a ton of money. They're putting out rainbow cans. They gave him all this money to go out there and swim in a bathtub drinking Bud Light. What happened to the old days? The Clydesdales, the big tits, the fucking football games, the basketball games, the NASCAR commercials. There was a Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch car in NASCAR forever, and now Anheuser-Busch completely gave the old to its entire customer base. And we have to boycott Bud Light. And it's not boycotting Bud Light because of the movement. It's the person. This guy. What are we doing? It's this guy. It's the situation. This is alarming behavior. We should not support this. This guy is a groomer. He says he's a 6-year-old girl. There's a show. It's on MSNBC. Sean, what's this show? I can't think of the name off the top of my head. It's the Caught show, where they get the predators to go show up. Catch a Predator. Thank you. There's shows on this, people. They've been running forever on news channels nobody watches. Dylan Mulvaney is a predator. I'm surprised he's not on the show. Catch a Predator. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Boycott Bud Light. Do what's right. Boycott Bud Light. I'm done with Bud Light. Bud Light done.
You're saying Chris Hansen needs to come for him?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Chris Hansen and Dylan Mulvaney are going to be doing a long interview soon. A very long interview soon. That's what I have to say.
He's going to walk in the room like...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to walk in like that couch, Bryce. When I walk in, I'm like, I've seen this before. Like, I know this video. I know what that couch does.
Give me your best Chris Hansen. He walks in, and then he walks into the room. Let
me get a clip of Chris Hansen. I haven't heard Chris Hansen. He sounds like the Times guy. He sounds like the 60 Minutes guy, right? Doesn't he sound like that guy?
Yeah.
I'm Chris Hansen. Dylan Mulvaney? I'm a 6-year-old girl. Dylan, we see you. Are you a 6-year-old girl that's currently enjoying Bud Lights? That's what's going to happen. How is someone that identifies as a 6-year-old girl drink Bud Lights? Dylan Mulvaney, what is your plan here tonight? Dylan, what is your plan here today? Did you show up to meet a 6-year-old girl? I am a 6-year-old girl. So Dylan, you showed up as a 6-year-old girl with a case of Bud Light. You showed up with a case of Bud Light wearing a tutu and a ponytail. Well, I wanted to show up because I'm a 6-year-old girl and, Bud Light goes with that. By the way, buy Nike. Here's my promo code. This is what we're leading to in America.
God.
That's the next TikTok sensation.
Oh, my God.
And at what point do they kick the door down? Now, I can't wait for Dylan Mulvaney to have the German Shepherds on him. Because the fucking guy is going to be like, this isn't what I signed up for. Oh, the gumdrop forest. And he runs. And next thing you know, all you hear is Chris, what's his name?
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen. Wasn't there a band in the 90s, the Hansons? He's not that guy?
Wait, what's going on?
You know that song. Could be one of the Hansons. Now he's older. He needed a retirement gig. This is a retirement gig. He had a bad divorce, and one of the Hansons is now caught a pedo show. Okay. Hansen will sick a German Shepherd on Dylan Mulvaney sprinting across a lawn in a tutu. And I can't wait. I'm here for it. To catch a Dylan Mulvaney. That's going to be the episode. To catch a Dylan Mulvaney with Chris Hansen. And then the song from the 90s plays.
This started off.
Now I sound like a 6-year-old girl singing a song from the 90s.
I still don't get it.
It's unbelievable. Boycott Bud Light. Dylan Mulvaney, he's going to be on Catch a Predator soon. The world's gone crazy, Bryce.
Kid Rock shot a case of Bud Light with a gun in response
Hell yeah, brother. Best 2 concerts I've ever seen in my life. Let's go, Kid Rock. Hells yeah, brother. Come on now. Trucker hatting out. Hell yeah. Blow up them buds. I'm telling you, the world is gone mad. The world is gone mad. Not only is Bud Light going on and Kid Rock shooting fucking cans down in his giant ass ranch, but dude, has anybody seen my favorite thing? You see, there's more videos of this guy. I'm telling you, that's the thing. He's swimming in a bathtub drinking Bud. It's embarrassing. What are we doing?
How do we know if this person didn't just choose to do this if they're actually sponsored by Bud Light? Because most of the articles that I've read just now are basically about the responses and outrage and backlash.
I'm outraged. Everybody should be outraged. He thinks he's a 6-year-old girl. He's a grown man with a beard at 5 o'clock shadow drinking Bud Light. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And what a horrible beer commercial. Just as a general, who puts beer in a bathroom? I mean, I understand a good shower beer from time to time, but who is going to get in a jacuzzi and drink a Bud Light? You classless American trash. Who gets in a jacuzzi and drinks Bud Light? What are we doing? Not only is it weird, this is a groomer, he's a pedo, he's going to be on the catch a pedophile soon. He has no class. There's no taste. No taste. No bubbles. No, where's the strawberries? Where's the strawberries? Where's the, what? Yeah, no. No, unbelievable. Drinking, but unbelievable. I'm watching this. This video is shocking. I'm appalled, Bryce. I'm appalled.
You heard it here first, folks.
Oh my God. What's next in the news? What's else going on?
Where are we at?
Oh, the Masters are on, Bryce. The Masters.
What's that, golf?
Tiger Woods making a comeback.
No one cares.
I'm telling you right, Tiger Woods is making a comeback, dude. Tiger Woods, you don't understand. He's making a comeback for all of golf. Golf has been under assault. The Saudi Arabians have been trying to buy it up. The PGA Tour is horrible now. Nobody watches it. Live golf. Live free in Saudi Arabia, if that's a thing. And that's what they're paying top dollar all the great golf players. Tiger Woods didn't get a paycheck. Used to be great. He's like Floyd Mayweather. He's on the other side of the hill. This Masters, he came out and already said he's trying. He had the car accident. He's obviously been hit in the head with a 9-iron for sticking his 9-iron in someone else's hole. But anyway, he's had a rough decade. So now this Masters, he thinks probably could be his comeback. He decides, first press conference right off the bat, to tell everybody in the media and that's watching, don't expect nothing from him. He's like, they're like, Tiger, how do you feel? He's like, my back is killing me. He's like, my back. He's like, I got a disc. He's like, when I turn this way, he's like, my neck clicks. He's like, you got a good chiropractor? He's asking the reporters questions. The reporters are like, well, do you think you're going to shoot, like a 57 on the back nine? He's like, well, if you give me the chiropractor's number, maybe. He's like, but dude, my Medicaid's up. Like, I'm getting old up here. And it's bad. This is like Elvis in the Vegas years. You know what I'm saying?
Why is he there?
He said, I don't know. And they asked him, they said, why are you at the Masters? And his exact word was, it's the Masters. And that was it. And that's it. You're Tiger Woods. That's all you need to be. That's all you need to say. It's the Masters. But my back, my back. And that's the thing. I'm like, what is going to happen? I don't know if he's going to, I don't know what he's going to do. He's probably going to be out in the first round. It's going to be, a one last hurrah.
Oh, he's not a top guy anymore?
He's not a top guy anymore. It's sad, dude. But the thing is, like, the PGA Tour needed Tiger. Tiger refuses to take the Saudi Arabian money. So he's the last real name. It's not even that he's a good player, it's a name. He's the last real draw to the PGA or any PGA event. So he's doing this one. Tiger's doing this one for the white people. That's what he's doing. Let's be real. He's doing this one for all the dads out there on Easter. He's doing this one to bring white people some enjoyment on Easter. That's what it is. Everybody's grandpa loves Tiger Woods. And it's always the white old golfers. They love Tiger Woods. They're always like, Tiger Woods is the guy. Like, he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. It's not even close. But dude, he's doing a great job. He's out there trying to have one last Elvis hurrah, like when Elvis was 300 pounds, all fucking pilled out, and he's singing for all the white people in Vegas, and he's like, his eyes are blowing up, and he's like, and the river ran through Johnny. Johnny, I'm a little sweating. Johnny, get me the Coke, the river. What's the words, Johnny? Johnny, the river. Down by the... And that's what's happening to Elvis. This is his Elvis. That's what happened to Tiger Woods. Turn to Elvis. This is his Elvis send-off. Tiger Woods is Elvis goodbye.
Apparently he gets paid at least $3 million just to appear.
He has so much money. Listen, Elvis didn't die broke, and neither is Tiger Woods. But do I think they're both die on a toilet from pills? The back stuff concerns me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Tiger, I hope we see him again. I do. I hope there will be another return to Tiger Woods. And I tell you what, if the cost of prescription drugs keep going up, I'm sure he will be back. I'm sure he will be back for another tour.
And this one's going to get banned. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like always. But as always, health, wealth, happiness, peace.